Fair, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I'm taking that. If you say it makes you smart because you know how to get around these things, that tells me that, yo, you probably committed a crime.
But hold on, many uh business owners and um yeah, many business owners, corporations and stuff like that have will have openly stated how they go around the
Mm-hmm.
taxes. It's not it's not a sneaky tactic to get around paying taxes because they pay taxes in other ways.
Do
They
they?
don't pay taxes the way that the 9 to 5 worker or the
No.
working class pays taxes.
No, we
We
pay taxes
expect
out of
them
our
to.
check.
We look at them and say, how come they don't pay taxes like we pay taxes since they make so much money? Like we when we make a certain amount of money, they tax us based on what we paid, based on what we made. These people will say, I'm I made this, but I gave back this, so I only have this much money
Right.
based on what it is that I've done this year.
Right.
Like I wish I could break it down a whole lot more because I hear it all the time. Like
Mm-hmm.
these people are on social media admitting how they get around taxes and brag about how they don't pay taxes. They just, you know what I'm saying, they found their ways around it. But they basically will um it's like they because they made so much, they put so much back into their business that gets them to be able to write this stuff off.
Right.
But they also look at it like, I do pay tax because I pay employee tax and I pay a business tax and I pay this type of tax. I'm just not going to pay an income tax
Right.
on
Which
top of all the other taxes that I pay because I generate so much money for so many people.
right. Which in the grand scheme of things, I understand that. That's fair. I get it. You know, if you bring in, but you're putting out as much as you're bringing in, okay, fair. But apparently that's not what he was doing. Like, he valued his apartment in or apartment building or apartment in Trump Tower of like as like 30 million because of the square footage, but he counted like the elevator shaft and like the hallway and things that are you don't actually live in. You know what I'm saying? like
Like how much? That's how much. So he's talking about how much he paid for shit.
yeah, like think about it. He buried his ex-wife on his golf course so that I think it's called eminent domain, so that no matter what, they could never take the golf course from him because his wife is buried on the golf course. Now that's a real thing. If you bury your kin in your backyard, technically you can never be evicted from that home because your family member is now a part of the grounds. I don't know what it's called. I don't know if it's eminent domain or whatever it's called. I forget what it's called. But that is a real thing. But again, that's kind of cheating. If you really think about it, it's a golf course. Like, that's a golf. You first of all, how much of a piece of garbage are you that you buried your ex-wife on a golf course? That's just that's just foul. But maybe, hey, you know what? Maybe it'll
What's
cheat.
wrong with it?
I don't know. I don't know.
No,
I
no.
think
What do you have a problem with?
because
What's your beef?
because my beef
That's a
is
lot of tearing up the greens.
yeah, sure. I don't
You
play
know, yeah,
golf, so
that's
I
not a
don't
good
care.
thing. That's not a good thing.
I don't
See,
play.
you don't appreciate the game of golf.
I
This
sure
is a
don't.
lot of sacrifice that went into putting
I
that
think golf is
woman
stupid.
in the ground.
I think golf is
And he put it
dumb.
in he put it in a special place in his heart, the place where he hits balls at on a regular basis.
I I don't.
It's a great gesture, my friend.
I guess I don't get golf.
It
I don't
is. It
understand
is.
it.
And again, he's smart.
Sure. Yeah, sure. Let's go with that. But by the same token, you also have the four indictments, 91 counts felony in Atlanta, in DC, and all these other states, and in principle, and all this classified documents. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the leader of the Republican Party, of the MAGA Republican Party. Because there are other Republicans who just are like, yeah, it's too much. But then you've got your Marjorie Taylor Greene, your Lauren Boeberts, your Matt Gaetz, and all these other, what's the other, Comer, and all. And I'm mad that I know all these people's names. I'm so upset by that. I'm upset that at 41 years old, I now know more names of politicians than I know rappers. That's fucking angry me.
Watch your mouth, sir.
I mean, it's the truth. It's the truth.
You're so angry.
I know, and I don't know why I'm angry. It's because you know what it is. I'm gonna tell you why.
Because you joined the circus.
Apparently.
You're a patron.
And again, just to clarify,
it is politics. It is an arena. It's within itself. There are more soldiers and gladiators in politics than there are in football.
And just to be fair, and I want this to be known, I am not a Democrat, nor am I a liberal. Okay? I genuinely try my damnedest to sit somewhere comfortably in the middle, because while I certainly do have some liberal ideas, I also have some conservative ideas. And I'll give you two examples. I genuinely believe that cannabis should probably be legal across the board federally and let people smoke the damn weed. I don't care. If you could smoke cigarettes, you should be able to smoke weed. I believe that. But I also believe that you should not be infringing upon people's gun rights. Now, I do think that there needs to be some.
So you're saying one of those was liberal and one of those
is conservative, yes, because it's and of course that's not across the board, because I'm sure there are a bunch of conservatives who smoke pot, and I'm sure there's a bunch of liberals who own guns. I know that's true, right? I know that's true.
That is true.
But in the grand scheme of things, those are two divisive things, that one is liberal and one is conservative, just in the grand scheme.
I mean, it's divisive for me because I can't get a marijuana card and be licensed to carry.
Precisely.
So I had to make a choice. I can't be both.
Yeah, exactly. And matter of fact, you can't even. It's not even that you can't even have a license to carry. If you get a medical marijuana card, especially in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, where we both live, you can't even buy new guns. Whatever guns you have, you can keep them, but you can't purchase anymore. But I can be drunk as hell and I can Dick Cheney somebody and I can still get as many guns as I want. That's a problem.
It's the
loopholes. You know what I'm saying?
In America, because you could just say, well, you can't be inebriated in any way. You have to be in the clearest state of mind in order to operate a firearm.
Right. Like you have to be with a vehicular device.
That's what they're basically saying with marijuana, is that if you are in any way inebriated in this way, you shouldn't be holding on to firearms. Because if you smoke weed, you are not in the clear state of mind to operate a firearm.
You're probably right.
Which is bull.
I mean, in a way it's right, and in a way it's wrong, because the truth is, again, much like operating a vehicular device, if you are inebriated, chances are you may not operate that vehicular device properly. But I want to see some form of statistic that shows me or anybody how many automotive fatalities are attributed to cannabis use as opposed to alcohol. And I guarantee you, alcohol has more fatalities. I guarantee. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the only accident I had was when I was smoking.
All right, fair enough.
I was just saying, it don't matter. But no, I'm saying, I'm not trying to say that because I have a fantastic drunk driving record, like amazing. I'm a better drunk driver than I am a regular one.
I don't think
so hard.
Because you don't want to get to do it.
I've taken people home. I've gotten myself home. I've continued with my day or my night and all that.
Drinking.
There was this one, but I mean, there was this one time I just got my license since I was like 18. So this is, I don't know if statute of limitations or anything like that.
Oh,
as
long as it's only long time ago.
But I was feeling good, feeling good about myself. Had me, did my fizzle, and then tried to go to work and just ran through a stop sign because I was so chill. Just ran right through a stop sign. Like, whatever. I'm listening to music. I'm vibing right now. I'm chilling. Bow.
Damn.
Bow. Almost lost my life.
Now, I can say this. I have never, ever driven drunk, but I have definitely driven high. and I've never. The only accident I ever had is when I was on my way home from work and I hit a deer. And I was not high at the time. But I was driving in the right lane, so thus following the law, and I hit a deer, totaled my car.
Deer